Hello and welcome to this demo on Tax Analyse. We're going to show you today how you can utilize Tax Analyse to make your tax coding and profit and loss statement production really fast, really efficient. So let's get stuck in. So first of all, we're going to click into a client who has a bank link, and we can see we've got a bank link on here, and now we can click the Analyse tab. There are multiple tools in here, but we're going to focus on Tax Analyse today, so we're going to click Get Started on that. And now we are into the Tax Analyse screen. And what I need to do now is create a new report. However, down here I can see all the reports I've created in the past, and I've got an Exports tab here as well where I can see any profit and loss sheets that I have produced, and I can download them again. Let's create a new one. When I click the button, it's going to ask me to select the bank and the account. It's also going to ask me to select a date range for the report. I'm just going to leave it as the default for the demo. We've got the tax code type, the client industry, and the tax return type. Now currently only short form is available, but you can see there it says full form is coming soon. And we've also got an option for CIS. We're going to turn that on for the sake of this demo, but it is optional. I can then press build report. And that's going to be underway, and it goes down into my table here, and we can see it's building. It usually takes about 30 seconds, but it might take a bit longer if the account has a lot of transactions. But we can come away from this and come back when it's ready if we prefer. It'll send you an email when the report is ready. But while that's building, let's click into one that I created earlier. I'll click into edit, and that is going to open the report, and you can see straight away all my transactions have been automatically categorized into their supplier groups. The software does this automatically, and if we know who this supplier is, we will mark it as confirmed. Let's go through. Okay, here's one that says review on it. It doesn't really matter that it says that for the purpose of this tool, but if you wanted to, you could click edit, choose a different supplier from the list here, or create a new one if it's one unknown to us and get that confirmed. But it doesn't really make any difference. But what we can do here now is we can do our tax coding by our groups. Instead of having to go through every transaction, we can just set a tax code for a group. So here we've got one here, there's 5 transactions in here. Let's set this as repairs and maintenance, and we can see it's done that there for us. We can also do multiple at the same time if we tick these boxes. So let's do that again and change it to car van, and you'll see it sets all of the ones we ticked to the one we selected. You can also select them all with the toggle at the top, and if you use the control key, the shift key rather, you can utilize selecting multiple in a row. If you do want to do granular tax codes on transactions, you've got 2 ways of doing that. You can switch over to the transactions tab here. This is going to change the transactions, and now we can do our tax coding in this way. However, it is much faster on the group. And if you do want to edit just one group in particular, you can click into any of these. So if I click here where it says 1 and 1, it's going to open all the transactions that are in that group. And then I can granularly set them here if I want them to be different. I can click hide transactions to go back to my full list. And you can see there it now says multiple because we've changed some of them in that group. Now, once we've done all our tax coding, what we can do is we can generate a report for this. Oh, and we've got our CIS option here as well, if we want to mark it as CIS, and that will come through our profit and loss sheet. So let's click export. It's going to warn me that I've still got some tax codes to do because I didn't do them all. I didn't do any on the revenue tab, which you get to from here, but it works in the exact same way. So I'm going to skip past that anyway, and then it's going to go into my exports tab, and that's going to build, and that's going to take a minute or two as well, just as before. But let's open one that we've done previously to see what this produces. And you can see here it produces a really nice profit and loss sheet with all of our tax coding broken down here, and a full tax report down the bottom here. And what else we can do from this, we've got tabs along the bottom. So we've got our bank statement for revenue and expenditure here. And we can come in and we can change our tax codes here if we want. We can come in and change any of them or set them in here if we like. We've also got a place to set cash income and expenses, we can set journals, we can set mileage and allowance, and this will all go through to the profit and loss sheet when we make changes to this. So you can see here I've set one for mileage already, which has come out at £405. And if I go up to my profit and loss sheet, it will be there. Over here, there it is, mileage 405. And if I go back and let's just change this, let's change this to 10 instead, and that's going to lower that to 270. And if I go back to my profit and loss sheet, you'll see that's updated to 270 there. So you can generate a very nice report very, very quickly using Tax Analyse and the profit and loss sheet that it produces. I hope that helps, but if you have any questions, please let us know.